And so it was like, we had like culture to makeup. So we had a little like class. And so we had the taxi driver, the first taxi driver with the cornrows, he was our dialogue coach. So for everybody who had to have a Jamaican accent, he was the one training them. And it got down to diphthongs and speaking and holding your mouth. How do you hold your mouth? Because Jamaicans will say car. It's not car, kiar. And you know, we can do a lesson here.
I'd love to do a lesson. I was going to say house.
House.
House. Does anyone else have a question? Yeah, right here.
I think it's a very important film, especially in the light of Canada is also doing these deportations in the last several years. We're following the U.S. model. And it's just so, you know, we go from this, imagine going from this affluent, you know, we're at the top of the heap society and being in a place that you've never been, but just like any of us, you know. And then being labeled with the deportee labels, so it's very hard then to live. And were any of these stories actual stories that you knew about and you decided that would be a good story to do, or did you, how did you come up with these three stories?
The thing was, and again, when we say we, it's Jennifer Holmes is my co-writer, and she's actually the writer in this. She's also my producer, also the mother of my children, and also my wife. So so she's here, but she's not here. She's over here. So we went down to Jamaica in 2005 and went down to Kingston, interviewed over 40 deportees. And so from their stories, again, we had just a camera, the NFB, it was a small stipend, it was a travel grant. So we went down with a camera, shot research footage, and with these 40 deportees, heard their stories. And again, from their stories, we made competent characters, competent journeys, and that's what you have up there. And so we were actually going to do a documentary first. And so after researching it and going down there and hearing the same thing over and over again, fell in with the wrong crowd when I was young, made bad decisions, drugs involved, so, and it's the same story. So we thought, you know what, that's something that could get boring in a documentary. So what if we took the essence of all these stories, mixed them around, made some competent characters in it, and brought some drama to it that we can really explore it. What's happening in Canada now in terms of our legislation? There's something called Bill C-43 that's on the books. Bill C-43 is the faster removal of foreign-born criminals. It's an act that's at its second reading right now. It just went to committee, and this was actually passed in committee and they can mark it up. So it's actually going to become law. So now, on the books, if you commit a crime, a serious crime, it's 2 years, then you can be deported. What's happening now is actually now 6 months.
6 months.
6 months is recording something like Anita in here, recording a movie in a movie theater. An assault, you get in a bar fight. Shoplifting, if you get like 3 successive charges. That's 6 months.
Yeah.
Carrying marijuana, cocaine, that is 6 months. And so now you're going to get a lot of young people, a lot of young men messing out and doing kind of stupid things as rebellious youth. They're going to be a lot more people deported and a lot more Evertons. You're going to see a lot more Evertons in the future. So we're actually doing some advocacy work. We're trying to get people aware of this, blah, blah, blah. So you go to our website, homingandfilm.com, our Facebook, homingandfilm/Facebook, Twitter, Governor, all that stuff. So we're doing some actual advocacy work as well, trying to get the word out about this as well as the film. But we actually, again, in answer to your question, this is based on true events, and we try to make competent characters. And again, we took some dramatic license, but it's all based on truth.
Yeah, no, it's very believable.